Most businesses have no idea how easy it is to give their customers instant answers 24/7, whether it's in WhatsApp or on their website. So in this video, we're going to go through together step by step on how you can find a local business, build them a custom AI support agent in Chatbase in under a few minutes, and put it right in front of them. You won't need to learn how to code. You don't need any fancy tools. And by the end of this, you have something real that you can send them and start earning money from. So let's go. So here's what we're going to do today. First of all, we are going to do this. We're going to find a local business that ranks well in Google, Perplexity, or ChatGPT, whichever you want to use. We're going to see if they already have an on-site customer support widget that pops up and actively engages. Then if they do, we're going to go back to step 1 to find one that doesn't. If they don't, we're going to go to step 3, which is grab the URL and any downloadable docs or materials they might have. Then we're going to go and open Chatbase and train a new AI agent on that data. This is going to give us the bedrock, the foundation to build a great assistant. Step 5, we're going to customize the interface for some suggested messages. Going to add a colorway and company logo here. Going to set the agent to public and see if we can share it. And we're going to find the email and show them what we built for them if we can. Now, there's probably an extra little step in here. Is we're going to do a little bit of capturing leads. We're going to create a little action inside our assistant. So first of all, let's go and we're going to tuck in to step 1. Let's open a new tab and we're going to bring up, we're inside a comments. This is going to be a Perplexity search. And we're going to do, what service should we do? Let's do HVAC companies or maintenance in Austin, Texas. It gets pretty hot and that's a boring business if you're a guru. So let's go for that. And find me 10 HVAC companies that provide maintenance in Austin, Texas. I cannot spell. I've got a new keyboard and it's sending me west. 10 HVAC companies that provide maintenance in Austin, Texas. Let's copy that. Let's send it. I'm going to put this one in Google as well, just in case we can't find the results. And we've got some here. The highest rated Austin HVAC providers, ABC Austin Express, Temperature Pro, Atlas. Wow, this has got 3,000 reviews, 15,000 reviews. Okay, so this means that they're going to have 1, a ton of traffic, 2, really well trusted, and they're probably providing a really good service. So the idea is we want to find one that gets lots of leads. So they're likely having someone on the other end processing those leads or answering a lot of customer support questions because they're getting a lot of traffic. And that doesn't have a good, if any, on-site AI-powered assistant. So let's go through them. And we want to find kind of a decent-looking website because they're probably more responsive to a technical solution like Chatbase. Let's go with this one first. We'll go website. Okay, this looks okay. They do have some sort of pop-up, but is not that good. Temperature Pro Austin. Let's go straight to this one. This has got 3,000 reviews. Let's see if they've got, I guess a company like this may have, but you never know. They've got a chat now. Okay, but it's not actually working. So you can send an email. It's powered by this company called 5-9. Don't tell them it's not working, by the way, because we need this. We want this work. Providing Austin with home comfort solutions since 2021, they've got tons of reviews. So they must be doing something, right? 3 years servicing Austin, 32 service trucks, 35 technicians. They've got an app that's pretty cool. Let's go with this one. I think this might be good. Let's check one more site. Radiant Plumbing. Not available in my country. Okay, I'm CBA with that. Champion AC. Again, loads of reviews, going to be a big business, but they haven't got any smart AI pop-ups. And then this one, this is nice. Again, no pop-up here for support. Maybe if I want to schedule online, let's go to this button, zip code. If I've got any general questions, where do I subscribe? Where do I go? Let's go with, let's just download this logo just in case. And let's leave this one. Let's go with this one as well, because this is pretty cool. And that one's is broke. So that's ideal. Let's go with this one to start. It's GoTel. Are they nationwide? American Southwest. Okay, so they're a big company and this is busted. So why don't let's see if we can go local. Let's go with, which one was it? Stans? Let's go with Stans. Let's do this. Check in where we are. We found one. We've checked if they have or have not. Now we can go on to step 3 because we found one that actually doesn't have one added. So we'll go grab the URL on any downloadable docs or materials. I think we had a scan through. I don't think they've got any docs, service areas. They do a bunch of places, but they don't have any FAQs. They don't have any on-site support. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to Chatbase. Let's go to the dashboard. And we're going to go new AI agent. And we're going to just rip through this because you can see how easy it is and quick to create these. Dump the URL in there. And we're going to press fetch links. This is now going to send crawlers out to that URL. It's going to see what information it can get. You can see it's got 457 links. And these have got a ton of good content. They've got a decent blog. They've got some services. They've got a page for each service, heat pump repair, for instance, which is good. It's going to give us a lot of good training info. And yeah, cool. Let's go with that. Next, we're going to want to go and press create agent. When you press create agent, you're going to see this training in progress. And depending on the size of your sources, this may take a while. So we have got this one. We can check in on our chart. We've grabbed the URL and any downloadable materials. So this is a check. And now we've opened Chatbase to train a new AI agent on that data. That's a check as well. So we are now in between these two. Next, you're going to be brought through to this page. This is the playground page. And you can see we have a example of our agent, our assistant in the middle. We have some info on the left, some menu options. And we have the status. The agent status is currently training on the links that we just gave it. Here we have the models. We can select any of the most popular AI models, but if you're just starting out, this doesn't really make a difference if they currently haven't got one, but obviously some have slightly different responses, so you might want to test them. We're gonna, let's go GPT-5 mini. It's kind of faster than GPT-5, but is the most recent one. Again, if you did want to actually compare these while I was just training, you can go to compare, and you can actually test these side by side up to 4, so you can see what responses you're going to get, but topic for another video. Let's not get off the path here. Here we are now to this step 5, where we customize the interface with some suggested messages. Here's how we do it. Let's go to settings, go to chat interface. I'm going to go to change the display name. Now the company's name is Stans. So we're going to change it to Stans. And the initial message is, let's go with, how can we help you today? I'm going to save that. And here you see we have some suggested messages. We recommend adding maybe the 3 most frequently asked questions for the business that you're making it for. So here we can find out what's going to be likely. So if they've got an FAQ, I don't think they actually do. I think we looked for this before. Service areas, contact us. No. So we can maybe pop open an assistant and say, what are most likely 3 questions this so we'll get from users? This is the assistant inside a Comet browser, by the way. If you haven't used it before, highly recommend it. Say, how quickly can I book an emergency HVAC? Okay, let's copy this one. We're just going to put this into the suggested messages. We've only got 40 characters. Book a call out, maybe. Add a suggested message. Let's go back to Stans. Next one is, what is typical cost for repairs? Let's say, what areas are not lost in the Stans service? We can shorten this. What areas does Stans cover in? Maybe we'll use locations for this. What locations? Make it nice and clear for the AI. Third one, why don't we go with a simple one saying what services do you offer? Now you press save and we can see here, we've got these 3 suggested messages popping up. So if a user kind of has a general question they want to ask, they can just click this and they can get an instant response. They don't have to send a query, they have to send an email, wait for someone to reply, go ahead. They can just pop this open as soon as they land on the site and they're good to go. The next thing we can actually customize is in the style. We could try and upload a profile picture or a chat icon. We'll go profile picture. I think it was this one. Stans. It's currently white. So we'll See if they've got another color logo anywhere. Maybe we can do this and go with a square one. This is just like a nice touch. If somebody's getting a product with their logo on, maybe we'll go freeform because it's kind of, so when they get it from you, if you're making this and trying to sell it, you can see, hey, look, it's got my logo on. Let's go that. Let's press save, stands. We can go and add this as the profile picture. It's not going to be perfect, but I think it's going to be okay. Let's leave it at that. Obviously, you can tweak that to make it a bit better, but that's good for now. If you wanted to make sure the message is kind of tailored to this blue, they've got like quite a distinct blue. We can kind of grab the color. I'm just going to use a color pick extension. Let's grab that colorway. We'll go to interface. I'm going to change the user message color to that. I think it was that color. Yeah. And then we're going to change the top bar to the stands assistant too. So that actually looks pretty nice. Let's press save and go back to the playground. And this is what our agent is currently going to look like. Now, the next thing I wanted to show you, let's just check in with our chart. We've customized the interface with some suggested messages. We've added the company logo and the colorway. And now we can actually set the agent to public. If you did want to tweak it, you can actually just go and test in the playground to see how it would respond. I need some help with my HVAC. I'm in Austin. Might be a typical customer inquiry. I can help. What's happening with the HVAC? Is there a problem with cooling? Let's say it's not cooling and needs a service. I'm in Cedar Park. You can just see how it responds to these queries. Now we're kind of into lead capture territory. Thanks, I can get started. Quick question so I can book the right service and give you the useful tech info, name and phone number, service address, preferred days. Or if you prefer, I can get stands. I can call stands for you. This is what we kind of don't want. So if we go to this, we can actually tweak this response. So you see here, it says, if you prefer, I can call stands for you to schedule, or I can create a service request and provide you with available appointment options. Which would you like to do? This is why we kind of test these. If we wanted to go to the activity and go to the chat logs, we can do something cool here. We can actually tell the AI that we don't want this. Let's revise this answer and copy this response, because kind of some of it's good, but it's just the last bit that we don't need. So we actually want the response to just be this without the last bit. We can update the answer, and that's added to our training information. So the next time somebody asks that, it's going to just not include this. Okay. Now switch it back to GPT-4o. This is the most common model. We can say, what services do you offer? You offer a wide range of services. Okay. I need help. I need help with my aircon. It's not working. This is what we need. AC repair. Let's go. It's not working or cooling. And you can see that this is now kind of offering advice. So what I think we'd want this to do, we want to tweak this prompt, this system prompt, to be more specific on just going direct and saying, hey, seems like you got a problem. Would you like to schedule a service? Would you like to schedule a maintenance? Or would you like to buy something from us? So what I want to do is customize this in a minute, but you can see here, you can see I need some more information. You can contact us directly or request a service online. What we want to do is actually collect this lead. So if we go to actions, go to create action, I'm going to go down to collect leads. And now you can see this. In front of you, you've got a description of when the agent should use the form. We want to do always execute this action when the user wants to, should book a repair. Always execute this action when the user should book a service from us in line with any of the products that we offer. Show the form to collect user information. Okay. After, let's say after, in line with the service we provide, execute the action and respond normally by answering the question. Okay. We're going to save that, and we're just going to toggle on these fields: name, email, and phone, and then someone can get in touch. We're going to name, email, phone, make them all required, and we're going to press save and continue. You can see we've now got a form that's going to pop up for them. You need a success and dismiss message. We go, thank you for your info, and you close this form. So you've got a submitted and dismiss message here, and we're going to enable that at the top. That means if somebody is going to express interest in having a repair, having some maintenance, or buying a product from us, we're going to capture that lead in that form, and then someone can give them a call back. Let's test this in the playground and say, I want to book a service for my aircon. Great. Please fill out a form with your contact information so we can proceed to booking your air conditioning service with us. Nice. Now it shows, and we can see we've now got an action enabled here. Very simple. We now have an agent that can answer questions about the website. We can capture the lead if needed and show this custom form branded with their branding and colorway, etc. Now, the last thing I wanted to do, we're kind of here now. We need to set the agent to public, which we can do quickly. We'll go to settings, or we go to deploy, and we'll go to embed. Going to make this agent public, which means we can share it with the client, and we get this script where you can embed it. But I actually want to go and maybe do something where I customize this prompt. So if I go to sales agent, we're going to want this agent to kind of actively suggest solutions to users to try and sell our products and services. So I'm going to copy this. I'm actually going to open ChatGPT for this, and we're going to ask, here's a prompt for a AI assistant. Can you tailor it to being for maintenance company? And I'm going to paste this prompt. So this is pretty standard. You can see you're a sales agent to assist users based on specific training data. We want to actually tailor it to be specific to us. Just paste that, and to give it to me in Markdown, because this is in Markdown format. There we go. Cool. Let's copy, and then let's replace that in there, and we can close this. Cool. And that is done. We'll save it to the agent. If you did want to actually go and compare how each of the models respond, you can do that. We're going to do 4.0. We'll go with one from Claude 3.5 Sonnet. Actually, maybe we'll go to the latest one. Maybe we'll go Sonnet 4, and then we'll pick maybe a Google model 1.5 or 2.0 Flash. And you can go, I need help with my aircon. Press enter, and you can compare the responses side by side, latency, etc. So this one, GPT-4o, says, I can help with that. Please fill in the form with your contact info. This one is more verbose. So it says, I'd be happy to help you with air conditioning. Several common issues. So it tries to diagnose a fix, then asks a question, and then gives you the form. This one gives you maybe like a chunk of text. So yeah, you can compare how they'd line up, maybe the client, and send it over and tweak it accordingly. Now, there's one final thing I want to show you is when you actually collect a lead, I need a new air conditioning unit. We should get the form, put my name, and we'll go random phone number, press submit. You'll be able to see in activity the leads coming through here, so you can view them all inside a Chatbase, so your client can see them too. Nice and easy. You can export them or respond in real time by obviously calling the phone number and following up immediately. So we're now at the final step of this flow, is to find the email and show them what we've built for them here. Easiest way to do that is just ask an assistant to do it. You can ask ChatGPT or Perplexity or the assistant inside a Comet. So we're going to go to the website. I'm going to open up the assistant, and we're going to see if we can find one. I'm going to do this. Find me the email for this company anywhere on the internet and draft a simple cold email to sell them a Chatbase AI assistant. Don't add any background about myself. I'm doing this because it has some like background info about me in like the memory. So I'm just keeping it plain Jane. We'll see if it finds an email address. The public email is not explicitly listed. You can use a contact form or these emails. So we've got info, sales, service. Okay, cool. Any personal emails? But yeah, we've got some places we can send it, and it's drafted us an email. We say, hey, Stan's team, Those used to have a high volume of Austin area customers. Imagine if your website can answer common HVAC questions instantly, 24/7. Our chat-based assistant sits right on the site, so you can book jobs. Want to see how it works with FAQs? Let's say nice email, but let them know I've already built it, and you can check a demo on this link, which I can add in later. Hey, Stan's team already built a custom AI assistant designed for HVAC. Just check out the live demo. Okay, you can obviously tweak that, but now we have an email address and we have an email ready to send out. So that's how I go about it. Obviously, you can make that more personalized. It's not going to be the best email, but that's it. That's how you can build a simple chat-based assistant and find websites or businesses that are big. I think this is like a 50 employee company. Let's just check with Apollo here. 50 employees, 6 million annual revenue, no on-site support. So yes, could be a good client for somebody. That's how to go about building something of value. You send it over, do a quick demo, send a share link, and hopefully start earning some cash by creating useful agents inside of Chatbase. Really hope you enjoyed this video. We've now ticked this whole flow. And if you build one and sell one, let me know how you get on and catch you on the next one. Bye.